Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. We are in the pre-Kunj, the Kunj before the Kunj, in Vrindavan live. So that's exciting because Gurudev has a meeting. He has allowed us to use his pre-Kunj. And we wanted to repeat the verse from this morning because it was quite inspiring. Vilapa Kusumanjali. And I will read the verse and then we can continue. And I asked our Radha Charanji to help me when I recap. Yes? You were there?
I don't know this word, recap. What is this?
Recap means memorize what we spoke this morning, what we heard this morning, the main points, also what Damodar spoke and Gurudev spoke. It was very nice, deep points.
Okay, I will try as I can.
Thank you.
My capacity not so like other problem, but I will try.
So it's a Vilapa Kusumanjali, verse 35. Oh Krishodari, slender girl, your waist is so thin that I'm very much afraid that it will break when I bind it with a new golden string shining with tassels at both ends. Is it audible? Is it okay now from the sound?
Because the singing is very loud, isn't it?
Sudev says
Yes, sound of kirtan is very loud, yeah.
the kirtan is too loud. So how about when I speak like this?
Better.
So Devi says yes.
Yes, that is perfect. Okay, let's do it like this. Or should we come to the basement, Radha Charan? No, it's okay, huh? Because the kids are there, no? They are doing computer class, I heard, yes.
Even in this case, it's more, how to say,
Loud, yes.
more good than when you. No.
Okay, then we just speak like this. Again. Oh, Krisho, Dari, slender girl, your waist is so thin that I'm very much afraid that it will break when I bind it with a new golden string shining with tassels at both ends. Godasunda has also come a bit closer. So this is a very, very deep verse. And I will start from the beginning because now Gurudev is not here. And then I will just try to make the paragraphs, summarize them a little bit.
They understand? Because it's
yeah, we had the sound check. That's before you came. In the previous verse, Shri Raghunath hung the Shyamantaka jewel around Swamini's neck. And when this vision disappears, he laments, when will you give me your personal service? Suddenly, the vision of his devotional service returns. And after hanging the Shyamantaka jewel, he sees himself hanging a golden sash around Swamini's waist with tassels on both ends. Ai, Krishodari, slender girl, when will I very fearfully hang this string around your waist? Afraid that your waist will break, I will hang this string around it, thus to bind it up. So in this vision, Srila Raghunathas, as Tulsi Manjari, is binding Srimati Radhika's waist means she is decorating the waist with a very beautiful string, a golden string, shining. And that has at the end tassels. In German we say, sagt man auf Deutsch Tassels? Das sind so Puschel.
Puschel.
Ja, so Quasten. And it looks...
Mic, if Sudevi forget switch on mic, it can be.
Oh, the mic.
But I can see your mic is open.
Alles schon durchdiskutiert. So, and I like the commentary that our Damodar from Russia gave. He explained that when Tulsi is seeing this, she is standing behind Swamini. Like you can imagine standing behind somebody's waist, and then she's holding Swamini's waist. And we were discussing this point that holding the waist and binding it with that beautiful string makes her a little bit fearful because she feels protective of Swamini. She has this love protection feeling. And that's why she feels, my God, Swamini is so skinny, so thin. When she runs to meet her beloved, I might, I have to protect her. I have to hold her waist. So maybe you also have had this feeling when we are walking here with Gurudev sometimes in the parikrama in Mongeraj Mandir. Also, he is walking very slowly. And I even know something like this feeling that, oh my God, I hope that Gurudev will not triple. I have to catch him. I have to hold him. That is somehow a ridiculous feeling because I am in a very small body and Gurudev has a very big body, big king-like body. But still the feeling is there. And Damodar Prabhu was explaining very nicely the other day that if we love someone, these feelings, they come. Even though Swamini's waist will not break, but the feeling is there for the Manjari. I hope she will not, break. So that is very beautiful. And this fear is also there, the fear of the beloved. When you love someone, you're always worried that nothing will happen to them. Just like when our Guru Sundar was in the taxi yesterday. Then Gurudev was calling, are you okay? Is everything okay? Suniti, you have to find out the taxi driver's number. Are you in is the traffic okay? So that is a natural, even like Vatsalya oriented feeling. And we have heard that also the Manjaris, they have also parental feeling for Swamini in their love. They always want to protect her. They always want to make sure that she is comfortable, that she has gotten Mohan's prasad. These feelings are there naturally in the hearts of the Manjaris.
Because love gives you that. Love gives you the need to know that your beloved is safe.
Yes,
it's about that.
Yes. This is our dear Chaitanya Prem from Australia. The love makes you feel all different feelings. Sometimes like a mother, sometimes like a father, sometimes like a friend giving advice. Always thinking how to serve Swamini and how to be close to her. Be very close, that even if she has to run fast, I want to be like her shadow and hold her in case she might triple. Ai, Krishudari, slender girl, when will I very fearfully hang the string around your waist? Afraid that your waist will break, I will hang the string around it, just to bind it up. So that's another contradiction, because the string can also not hold the waist together. The string is only a decoration, but that is the feeling. So we were discussing in our small circle here how the feelings will give different ideas and different thoughts. The Mahajanas sing, her waist is more thin. Wait, I have to. Her waist is more thin than that of a lion, and it can be held even with a fist. One can never serve God with love unless one knows the desires on his mind. We must get some impulse from him, therefore. On the strength of his love and devotion, the curtain of God's mind will open for the devotee, and he can see what is the Lord's desire. So that was also a very good, stimuli, the idea that the mind is like a curtain, and even that will open from within to have a meditation how I can serve. So, and that is to know the desires of Swamini. Hey Radhe, Tarun Baba. We are today in the outskirts of Gurudev's room. Sorry, it's so loud here in the background, but I hope you can still hear me. Yeah. We try to get the sound down. Sometimes they put it up. But they're having a meeting in there with Gurudev, and let's see, maybe after we can come in again. So how glorious is then the Kinkari or the Kinkaris who are dedicated to the service of the full Madana Mahabhav, supreme love personified, Srimati Radhika.
Radhe.
Yes.
So, I want to share something. Here, the feeling of Tulsi Manjari is fear.
Yes.
She has fear for Srimati Radhika because she is a Manju, very tender girl, and she wants to protect her. And if such fear not coming, this means no such relationship. And this is not reason to, how to say, to feel guilty, I'm wrong. No, it does mean, it means what in this moment you are not in Swarupa. Because it's written, Kinkari, they are glorious by Suren Mahabhava. With all these feelings, these great feelings, Mahabhava, they come in there, in Swarup. It could not come from see on this field from far away. Time to time, demons, great demons, coming to Vrindavan, and sometimes they attacking Srimati Radhika. And if I will be far away from this reading book or hearing, for me it's not so serious, or just story. Krishna is God, Srimati Radhika is God. It's just a funny thing now happened. But if I will be aware as her Kinkari, not as outsider, and look, I will also feel fear for my Srimati Radhika so much. It's not reasoning. I'm trying to say what this by mercy Srimati Radhika coming. This feeling is coming just by Srimati Radhika's mercy. Then she taken by hand your Manjari, your Lila. Then I'm by my own efforts can produce this fear. It's not possible. It's not possible. and how it's possible gradually, by mercy of Srimati Radhika, when someone, how Gurudev told to me, he asked me, please explain this line in Vilapa Kusumanjali, when Tulsi Manjari seated at the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. And I told few words and started to read next sentence. But she stopped me and told, don't run from her lotus feet. Stay there. Just try to feel it. What does it mean? Sit at lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. How she looking at you? What's the aroma coming from her? What you're feeling there? Try to be there. What kind of ornaments on her toes?
Toes.
Toes. Which is like lotus petals. How beautiful her lotus feet. They lighty and very, very soft and cool. How you can serve this lotus feet? Like this. Gradually coming close. It's not possible like this. I can feel this fear. Not possible. It's gradual. First, some attachment must come. Oh, I am Kitkari Srimati Radhika. These feelings. Not Tulsi Manjari. I am sitting where? I'm sitting where? That's like this.
Yeah, that's the personal, how do you say, approach to check myself also. Now, how far am I away and how close can I get in my meditation? That is actually our homework. Gurudev calls it homework, right? And that is also, like Papa says, that on the strength of his love and devotion, the curtain of God's mind will open for the devotees, and he can see what is the Lord's desire. So that is also happening by mercy again, that we are coming closer and closer in our meditation on Swamini, perceiving her fragrance, her eyes, her form, the guna, rupa, and lila, different qualities in smaran, in remembering Srimati Radhika. And once I asked Gurudev, well, how to do it, this smaran, how to, go ahead with it. And he said, yeah, whatever we listen in the mornings, for example, or we are reading, just during the day we are remembering it, and we try to absorb according to our capacity these feelings and these visions or these remembrances of the lila or what we have heard in the class, to meditate on this while chanting, while doing our house duties, our jobs. Just try to keep it in the mind and keep it in the heart as much as possible and float in it. Gurudev calls it floating. And the other day, we were also in such a kind of meditation. It was a meditation about Radha and Krishna being together and how they would feel. And Gurudev said, no, don't float so much in that direction. We always float in the direction only of how Swamini feels. Not even how Radha and Krishna together feel, but how Swamini feels. He always puts us back in this one pointed line of thoughts or line of feelings, and I like it very much because then I can also observe myself, how my meditation, my smaran is, floating or not, whether it's stuck or in which direction it's floating. That is to do when we hear these things or when we discuss these things, to find out also where am I? How is my smaran going? Is there anything? Or am I just, floating in my own world, so to say, which is mostly the case, to be honest. But at least to try to go in that direction, to try to remember and to float according to my ability, capacity, or mercy, or desire. So Krishna himself worships prema, divine love. Therefore, he is also subdued by Sri Radhika's maidservants. That is their full pride and glory. Krishna worships prema, Srimati Radhika. And therefore, because he worships her, and Srimati Radhika is again under the control also of the service of her dasis, that even they also could subside Krishna. They can also tell him, no, don't come in. Or now you have to do that. Now you have to chant Radha's name if you want to come closer to her again. That is the glories of the maidservants. Oh yeah, now comes a nice paragraph, very interesting, about the Kurma Kriti. I think Gora has not been successful. So Krishna worships divine prem, divine love. Therefore, he is also subdued by Sri Radhika's maidservants. That is their full pride and glory. Krishna became Gaura to taste the love that Radhika feels for him. And after he had experienced that, he also wanted to taste the nectar of the Kinkari's service. While he relished the mood of the Manjaris, the Lord's body became formed like a turtle, or sometimes his limbs would loosen and stretch out.
Radhe Radhe, Sunita
Yeah.
ji. I don't know how ours, but for me, and what I learned from Rasika Vaishnavas, from Srila Gurudev, the principle in Lila, in Rasa, must increase. The sweetness must.
The sweetness. Oh, okay. Yes.
And here it's written, Anandas Babaji Maharaj wrote, first, Mahaprabhu enjoyed by the mood of Srimati Radhika. And then, on the peak, on the top, he started to enjoy the mood of Manjaris. The sweetest, he is saved for the end.
Yes, that's like in a great meal. No? Some people, they like to eat the sweets in the end also. In a big sabshi is nice, but if you get after sabshi the Shrikant, my God, then it's the top, the highest of the highest. So also Chaitanya, he had this experience of feeling the Manjari's feeling, the Manjari Bhav. And as we know, he didn't only feel it, but he also distributes it still till today. And then we had also a very beautiful meditation that I remember that Damodar gave again. He said, why turtle? Why is it the picture or the example of a turtle? And I really liked his meditation that he shared. He said, it's a golden turtle. The turtle is an animal that takes all the senses inside. All the limbs go inside, and it is covered under that shell, a strong shell. So also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was becoming a Kinkari, in his meditations, in his visions, in his experiences of Radha Bhav, he became so stunned so much love was floating in him that he became a turtle, which shows that all his senses became like one-pointed. And the turtle is also an animal that is very, it has a big shell, so nobody can disturb it. This golden shell is also like the covering, or the, you say, it's keeping the meditation one-pointed in that case. So also we have heard many times that to withdraw the external senses and bring them inside is the way, or the, how do you say, recommendation to go deeper and deeper and deeper. And that picture, it never came to me, but when I heard it from Damodar, from his feelings, it made me very much appreciate the Kurmakriti meditation, about how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in his highest feelings of becoming, a manjari in the Leela of Radha and Krishna, he became like a turtle. Yes, Radha Chara, please.
The different avatars, they can't, how to say, I don't know how to in English. They are deities of particular bhavas, moods. For example, Nrisimha is the deity of Vatsalya. Kurma is a deity of Sthai Bhava.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that point. Yeah, that point, King. Yes. Thank you. Sthai Bhava. Yeah, now you remind me. Yes, please. You explain, Radha Charan.
And this is mean when we're meditating on Mahaprabhu in Manjari Bhava, which is, how to say, expansion of Srimati Radhika's mood. It's Srimati Radhika's mood, Manjari Bhava. These bhavas so much, Srimati Radhika has two enemies, Ananda and Rati. Bliss, so much blissfulness and passion, desire. And someone must control, otherwise everything can be uncontrolled. Means it can be chaotic. Srimati Radhika couldn't take care about so many things. She is in Leela, in her bhavas. And this is Manjari is doing. They feel what she is feeling, but they have this capacity to not come out of their desire of service. It's like very strong shores or bank of river. Even river is so strong, but the shores keeping this river in form. And he told Mahaprabhu in this form of Kurma Kriti, giving this mood. If someone meditating on this form of Mahaprabhu, he receiving this capacity of Manjari, in spite of big Ananda and passion desire, to be strong in fixation or to serve Srimati Radhika in any case.
Yes, the Sthai Bhava is the Kurma Kriti, the Panzer. In German we sagen Panzer, ne? Oben. In English, I didn't find a better word than shell. It makes, yes, it is shell. It makes a strong, protection, and all the senses are inside. Means externally, we try to withdraw the material senses, and we try to go into our spiritual meditations. And even Mahaprabhu, his body became formed like a turtle, and sometimes his limbs would loosen and stretch out. And then in Chaitanya Chaitamrita, Mahaprabhu's mad words are described when he came out of his turtle form, Kurma Kriti. Today I went to Govardhan Hill, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, to see if Krishna was tending the cows there. Climbing on Govardhan Hill, Krishna played his flute, surrounded by the cows. Hearing the flute song, Srimati Radhika came there. Oh, Saki, I cannot describe her form and mood. Krishna took Radha by the hand and entered a cave with her, while the Sakis told me to pick some flowers. For the service of Sri Radha Mohan, the Sakis are asking the Kinkaris to pick flowers. Here it is clear that Mahaprabhu finally came to relish the mood of the spiritual maidservants, the manjaris in the pinnacle of his ecstatic absorption.
Suniti,
Yes.
one thing came in my mind.
Dora escaped the whole magic here. Madness. Yes, please.
Yes.
Now.
I asked this Pujari ji for reducing the
Sound.
noise, but he don't know how.
Okay.
So I decide to enter the room.
No problem. Yes.
This morning we also spoke about Radhika's man, right?
Yes.
And so we could also understand that she is this turtle, a golden turtle, what the Damodar explained, because all her spiritual senses, when she is in man, are inside. She is not showing this. And Mahaprabhu is in the same mood when he become like a turtle. He is putting all his spiritual senses. There is no need to under pressure any material senses, because in Mahaprabhu he is actually in Mahabhav. But when he put all his spiritual senses inside, that means he is in man. He is not showing any moving. And this is the same situation when Swamini is just in front of the Kunja, and suddenly change the mood, and he's becoming man. So all her senses are inside, not relishing our Mohan. But then, by a thunder, we read, at the same moment, she fell in the arms of Mohan. Then all the senses are there. So the golden turtle we could also understand like this, that she is covering her spiritual senses when she is in man.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you for adding this, because the mood of Mahaprabhu, of course, is not to be compared with any worldly, like us trying to withdraw the senses from the sense objects. And then also Mahaprabhu told his devotees in half external consciousness, means he was half in his, meditation and half with the devotees. Seeing the Yamuna river, I went to Vrindavan, where I saw the Prince of Braj, Krishna, playing in the water with Sri Radhika and the gopis, having great fun. I stayed on the shore with the other Sakis, while one Saki showed this pastime to the others. Here again, Mahaprabhu explains that he did not play an active role in Krishna's pastimes, but he or she, in this case, was relishing a service position like that of the manjaris, witnessing the sweet pastimes without taking active part in them. Chaitanya Charitamrita then says, Apani kori ashvadane shikailo bhaktagane. Whatever he himself came to relish, he taught this to his devotees.
Radhe Radhe. Manjari is not active, very proactive.
Proactive.
And this proactivity comes from the position of viewer.
Viewer.
Because they completely absorb in her moods. in such a way what they can see the future pictures, what will be very soon, and they can prepare all these leelas. If we couldn't see this future, how we can prepare, how we can serve? This means proactive. They're not just active, they're proactive.
Very nice. Yeah, that is the point. They are not actively taking part, and Mahaprabhu is confirming it here, saying that, yeah, we are sawing them, and then we saw them, and I pick flowers or whatever. The Sakis told me to pick flowers, and always waiting for the next chance to be in service.
And Sumiti, I think also the Manjaris are proactive because they're in tune with Radharani's feelings and Radharani's emotions. So they feel what Radharani feels.
Needs.
So they can immediately respond. They don't need to be reactive because they feel it at the time that Radharani feels it. So they can be proactive.
Wow.
Actually,
Yes.
the Kinkaris are proactive.
Yeah, this is what I
Marani, can you move this?
Yeah, it's okay.
I also remember this.
Actually, the king. Okay, then I sit here. Actually, the Kinkaris, they are proactive, and the Manjaris are active or reactive when Radharani says what she wants.
And that's the difference between the Kinkari and Manjari. Yes.
Gurudev just mentioned this somewhere. They know.
Yeah, it's great.
Yes, that is a fine tuning that we are getting here in Vrindavan by Gurudev's grace. He's not speaking so much anymore, although yesterday evening we had a nice exception. He was teaching all his grandchildren about the supremacy of Krishna, how he is the supreme, and the other, how to understand the other demigods and goddesses. And then he was showing the universal cosmic Vedic cosmology, and then he was speaking so much. But usually here with us, he's just listening, relishing, and once in a while adding some sprinkled drops of mercy. One can never understand the flavors of Braja while remaining in a mundane consciousness. And the devotees who take shelter of Sriman Mahaprabhu's lotus feet are the suitable candidates for relishing these flavors. To relish the sweetness of the love in Braja. Radha? No. There's so much going on you won't believe. But I find this is also a challenge to become one-pointed now. To relish the sweetness of the love in Vrindavan, one must give up the attitude of awe and reverence towards God. That was also a nice point that Gurudev made in front of Ayush and Ayan and Anya, Aishvaya, and what's her brother's name? I forgot. Ayan. No, Ayan is Aryan, yes, Aryan. They have all the A names. He made the point that Krishna, why he is the supreme? Because he does have nothing to do. Everything is going on under his control in his manifestations, but he himself can play as he wants to play. That is the sign of God. And Gurudev gave this example of the big boss of the Tata company. Tata is that Indian big industrial company. They make airplanes, they make cars, they do many things. And they are the number one industrial company here in India. And he says, if you want to find the boss, you have to go a long way. And he says, sometimes the people in the offices, they have a manager who is the head of the company. But he is not the boss of the bosses. He's only the manager of one department head of a department. But for those people who work under him or her, they think they are the boss. But actually, the boss is the one who is sitting somewhere and enjoying. He doesn't have to be, in all the details of the company. And that makes sense, right? And you cannot just, if you have a big house or a big company, then you cannot just walk in there and say, I want to speak to Mr. Tata or Mrs. Tata. That is not possible. You have to build up a relation by service. You have to work yourself up. And then maybe one day you will not meet them. So the same with Krishna. There are many other, demigods. There's Shiva, and Gurudev said, if you read the Shiva Puranas, then they will say Shiva is the supreme. If you read the Durga Puranas, they will say that Durga is the supreme. But that is also the confusion of all the scriptures. You will never find exactly what is the deepest understanding if you don't have a teacher to help you to find out, all the tattvas and all the understanding how it goes together. That was very interesting to Gurudev because his grandchildren were starting to speak, and then his daughter said, the youngest, she said, but Dadu, but Grandpa, Krishna is a manifestation of Vishnu. He is the 8th manifestation. No? That's what all the Puranas, I'm reading the Puranas. And then Gurudev freaked out. Yes.
I made research.
She was telling Gurudev, I made research. All the Puranas, they say that Krishna is a manifestation or incarnation of Vishnu. And then Gurudev said, Are, what do you say here? Why you not ask me?
Radhe.
Yes, Saru Baba.
Suniti, therefore it's so important that we always have this beneficial viewpoint of Sriman Mahaprabhu, who always said that the Srimad Bhagavatam is the Alpha and the Omega. So whenever this confusion is coming up, I had a very wonderful talk yesterday with Guru Kripa and Narayani. We were talking about the Bhagavatam, and they had so many questions. And always we can find out that when we read Bhagavatam, when you read the first canto, you read that Krishna, all these confusions, they are completely finished when you always take shelter of the Bhagavatam, like Baba is doing, like Srila Narayan Maharaj has been doing, like Srila Prabhupada has been doing. So this confusion is very easily dispelled if we always have take shelter. Therefore, Mahaprabhu said everything is in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So I was reading the first canto, and in the first canto, it immediately comes this, Sadhu Sangha, Shraddha Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya Nishta. And you can see that Rupa Goswamiji, he perfectly followed Bhagavatam, because this is in the very beginning of the Srimad Bhagavatam. The process of bhakti is outlined, and who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead is outlined, and all these things are there. Who is Srimati Radhika? And therefore, it's so important that we, like you said, we always have Guru, and we have Sadhu, and we have Shastra, and this Holy Trinity, it should always be in unison. And this is so wonderful that we have this. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we would be really, really confused. And this is also the great mercy, Another point we were speaking about, which would refer to like Chaitanya Dev. So nice to see you, Chaitanya Dev, after so many years, man. So wonderful. So nice to see you after so many years.
It's been 30 years.
Yes, Heidelberg, my God.
He's a old Heidelberg Bhakta.
And I'm Chaitanya Prem now, Prabhuji.
Yeah, I know, Chaitanya Prem. I know. Before you said that, like Chaitanya Prem, he said that we have the manjaris, they are always in fine tune with Swamini. So we were talking about this yesterday also. So the question was, it was a point that what happens when Guru is leaving the planet? You know, when like my Gurudev, he left the planet. So how can we still be connected with the Guru, and how can we still connected with the other world, so to say? And therefore, Srila Sadhu Maharaj, last time he gave this beautiful example. We were also talking about, we have to do, this is our job, to find the frequency. Like in my case, when I go into meditation and I try to have a good consciousness, it is very important that we focus on this very beautiful frequency of his name as a manjari form, and of the information we get. And we need to connect with this frequency. Otherwise, it will never work. Only when we connect to the frequency, then we can receive this information. And the same happens with the manjaris and Swamini. And our part then would be to have such a good consciousness in bhajan that we can follow along. Otherwise, this means we have to be really fixed in our sthai bhav. So otherwise, we cannot receive this fine-tuning. We cannot have this connection to this manjari bhav. It's not possible if we have not the same frequency. So therefore, it's so important to find the information. Who are you? What is my spiritual name? What is my spiritual form? And what is the other one? So that we can tune in this frequency. Otherwise, it's just a nebulous speculation.
Yes, thank you, Baba. Yes, Gaurav.
Tarun, I like to add something also to that. One-pointedness. It is not that the scriptures are not right. When they say, when you read this Purana, then maybe Shiva is the highest. And if we read others, then this is the highest, Vishnu, whatever. This is not that it is wrong. This is also true. It depends on your goal. If you are like to become a Shiva Bhakta, then your goal is Shiva. And that is a relationship. You have to enter in this. If you like to be everybody's darling, you will going nowhere. The jack of all. So, because of this, of the goal and the relationship, you have to fix yourself in one point. If you like to go to Shiva Loka, okay, no problem. You will get it if you are one-pointed. We read this, what is it? Bhagavatamritam of Gop Kumar. He is explaining all these different lokas. And it depends on our desire, where is our goal. But if we fix our goal in Vrindavan, there we cannot, fix our mind to Shiva only. I mean, he is the gatekeeper, but if we like to enter as a servant of Radhika, we have to meditate on a manjari, to be manjari. So the scriptures are right under all circumstances. It depends on our point of view and our goal, and then of our relationship. I see there is something going on in Vrindavan. Gurudev's room is overflowing with uncounted people are going in and out. It's unbelievable that this is only 15 square meters. I think it has to be 100 and more square meters that all these people can enter there. And they all cross the class of Suniti and Chaitanya.
We are so fortunate that we are in Vrindavan. We take all
and in the background, and then the background there's the full sound of the kirtan. This is a very funny scene.
All mercy. Yeah, that is really a big important point. How we get the guidance of Guru. It's depending on also which direction we go, and we see everywhere.
And that's the scriptures are true, even if they show different goals. That's not that there is only one goal. No, we have to decide which goal we like to walk. We cannot reach every goal there.
Yes, we have to have a good navigation.
Yeah. If we like to go Shiva Loka, I think this place in Vrindavan, Mungamani, is maybe not the right place.
Yes, Gurudev also said to his granddaughter that she was more focused on the material planets and then on the Vishnu Lokas, and then Gurudev explained to her, yeah, when you want to stay in the gunas, then these realms are very important. But we are trying to understand how to get out of the gunas, how to get out of the cycle of birth and death, and how to come to our eternal position. So that was also very good point that she was then also taking in for all of us. We were just the viewers to digest what is our goal and how to reach it. And I was just amazed that, these grandchildren, they have been coming and going for 20 years now here in Munge Raj Mandir. We have seen them crawling around, playing around, enjoying here, having parties. And now about the age of 20, as we also remember in our childhood, in our youth, the questions come about what is the highest knowledge, or who am I, why am I here? And at one point also Gurudev said to his granddaughter, you have not come for this. No, and then I saw he was speaking to that spiritual soul, you have come. Why have you taken birth in this family? Why have you, this connection to Vrindavan? And why am I your grandfather? Gurudev didn't express it, but just that one sentence, you have not come for this, makes me feel that he's talking to all of us personally. Why have you come? You have not come for, trying to enjoy anymore or trying to understand this Purana and that Purana. Actually, you have taken birth in this time because you want to go to the final destination now and take the chance. I am not your loving grandfather that you can hug like a teddy bear only. I am also a teacher. That was so sweet to watch and so touching for me, because I also know them now from childhood. Now here they are, and then Gurudev says, bring that poster. And then we were going through all the different planets and the destination of the soul, and what is the difference of the material planets and the spiritual planets. And we were all listening here, Gurudev becoming the teacher, the spiritual guide, consciously this time, for his grandchildren. Okay. To relish the sweetness of the love in Braja, one must give up the attitude of raw awe and reverence towards God. Vrindavan is the kingdom of sweetness, and the upasana, subject of worship and meditation of Braja Rasa, is a sweet upasana in which we want to see Krishna as the Lokik Sat
Sorry,
Bandhu.
Radha, my dear Suniti, please a little slowly. Sudevi is say to us a little slowly, not too far, not too.
Okay, again then. I hope you have a book there in German. Yes? Okay, good, I get it. Yes. Slowly, very slowly. To relish the sweetness of the love in Braja, one must give up the attitude of awe and reverence towards God. Vrindavan is the kingdom of sweetness, and the upasana, the subject of worship and meditation of Brajarasa, is a sweet upasana in which we want to see Krishna as the Lokik Satbandhu, a good worldly friend. Now comes the point that we have been talking. That's how the supreme kingdom of sweetness is a sweet upasana, where Krishna is a good friend and Srimati Radhika is our Swamini and friend. Of course, Srimati Radhika's waist will not break so soon, but out of great, unadulterated love for her Swamini, Tulasi is afraid that it will. What does love seek? Only the happiness of its object. Only the lovers can make the beloved happy. And the lovers think, may you be happy. So Srimati Radhika, we had this point before. Her waist will not break. Her body will not break. It cannot break because it's Satchit Ananda. It's pure consciousness. It's made out of frame. But because the upasana or meditation of Vrindavan is about sweetness and human-like feelings, we get this feeling. The manjaris get this feeling. And that is the nature of Vrindavan, the sweetness of the human feelings or human-like. And that is also what love is seeking, what love is about. It's not about my own happiness, it's about others' happiness. How to see others happy, how to serve others, and how to relish the happiness of the beloved. In Germany also there's a saying that love multiplies if you divide it, or it's international maybe. So this is the mood of Vrindavan. Always the manjaris, they are wanting to make Srimati Radhika happy, to have her meet her beloved, to have her remember Mohan. The love of Vrindavan is as pure as molten gold. And there is not even a whiff of personal happiness there in the hearts of these devotees. In Sri Radha's mood, Sriman Mahaprabhu sings, Krishna Mara Jivana, Krishna Mara Pranadana, Krishna Mara Praranera Parana, Hridaya Upare Daron, Seva Kari Sukhi Karan, Hey Mara Sada Rahe Dhyan. Krishna is my life. Krishna is the treasure of my life. And Krishna is the life of my life. I keep him on my heart and I make him happy with my service. I always meditate on this. So we can also feel that this verse is giving the most evidence how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is more to be seen as Srimati Radhika or even in the service like a kinkari to enter into our Manjari Bar of Upasana. And this is the third quote now from Chaitanya Charitamrita. where this is proven, where Mahaprabhu is singing in the mood of Sri Radha. Krishna is my life, Krishna is the treasure of my life, and Krishna is the life of my life. And Gurudev gave the example. Why would Krishna sing this about himself? That doesn't make any sense, right? If we see Mahaprabhu mainly as Krishna, he would not sing this about himself. There's no pleasure in that. And I remember when I came to the movement of Krishna consciousness, when I started to try to understand the feelings and the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and maybe you also remember that we were taught that Chaitanya is a devotee who came to show the love of God. And then nowadays I think, well, that is somewhat true, but it's not the full truth. It is a very actually covered, understanding. Because now that we have the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we can feel that, my God, it's Radha's mood, it's Radha's love. And Krishna is expressing that with his own words. And in that mood, in Radharani's feelings, he is singing this song. My happiness lies in service, and his happiness lies in intimate pastimes. So I give my body to him. Krishna makes me his consort and tells me, you are the queen of my heart. But I just consider...
But there you can see, Suniti,
yes,
Mahaprabhu is switching in his mood. Sometimes we have to understand when he is in Manjari mood and when he is switched in Radhika's mood. That to understand in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Sometimes it's very close. And we have to meditate on the topic. Who is speaking?
Right. It is a different mood. It is a different feeling. And when I read this verse the other day, then I said to Gurudev, this is the 8th verse of Shikshashtakam. This refers to that feeling. When Mahaprabhu is saying, Lashlishya vapada ratan vinastumam adashana mama hatam karotuba. I am your maidservant. Whether you embrace me or not, I will always be your servant. I will never give up my position. Even if you sport with others in front of me. Right, Tarun Baba?
I think this is a very important point. We all have been growing up, every one of us, that Mahaprabhu is more or less Krishna, but we never really understood or realized that also he is the combined mood. So he has the half of Swamini, and when he saw the Yamuna, when he saw the mountains, and when he was in the mood of the Manjaris, when he was near Govardhan. So this is Achintya Beda Beda Tattva. We cannot really understand this. What is he feeling? So it's not our position to understand what mood is he in. We can only, like Gora Sundara said, sometimes we see signs of that mood, sometimes we see signs of that mood. But fact is that he definitely has both in him, and mostly we focus as Radha Snehadika Manjari Bhav Sadhakas, we focus on the mood of Swamini when he is expressing that mood. And like you said, Suniti, what is the zenith of the Shikshashtakam? The zenith is that one single moment is like 100 years, and this pain of separation and this wonderful expression when he had that mood. So this is what we focus on. This is the mood of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas who are in Manjari Bhav. This separation from Krishna. And we help Swamini, we help our Swamini to meet Krishna, and thereby we are fulfilling actually the gift of Mahaprabhu, which was never given before. When we facilitate that meeting of Swamini and Mohan, we are in the right place, we are in the right sthayi bhav, and we try to assimilate our bhav, our inner mood as good as it gets. I mean, in the material world, we can only get as good as it gets, but we can try with the mercy of our Gurudev, as good as it gets. We can fine tune ourselves, and we can listen to the Leelas. We can meditate on the Leelas. We can try to be within the Leelas and then engulf ourselves with that feeling and with these feelings, and focus more and more that Mahaprabhu also came to share Radhika's mood. Definitely, 100%. Otherwise, he would not end his Shikshastakam like that.
Baba, Krishna was also there, but he was not real present. When he called his chakra, you remember, no? When this both what is the name of this
Jaga and Madai.
Yes, when they make a stone or whatever on the head of Nitai. So then immediately Chaitanya came in the mood of Krishna and called his chakra. So there is also Krishna, but is not real present. It is there, but actually this Krishna came, how Nitai explained, you come to realize the sweetness of Swamini and of the Manjari. No? So 3 persons.
Radha, is it on now? Or off?
Ja, du bist drauf.
Radha, sorry, it's too much commotion here. You cannot imagine we are tested in really Koma Kriti today.
I cannot believe that you are steady there at this place. It's like in the entrance of a railroad station. There are many train stations and many people come out and in, and you give class.
I'm not giving class, I'm just reading. I'm not doing nothing.
It's one of those times where you're wondering where the mercy is.
Mercy is in continuation. But with the help of all of you, we will satisfy Gurudev, and that will be our happiness, right?
Yeah.
The maidservants just meditate on the pleasure of the Yugala Kishore. Sri Radhika and Sri Krishna have given themselves to each other and left all responsibilities for the arrangement of their loving affairs to the Sakhis and the Manjaris. The playful Sri Yugala has taken shelter of them. That is also a very sweet point. I love this point. The playful Sri Yugala has taken shelter of them. Like Radha and Mohan, they are also playing, this Leela of, let's say, Parakiya Bhav. They are experiencing it. That is for true. But we also know that it is a special bhav in the spiritual realm, a very high, elevated, expression of divine love that is accessible to us right now in this Kali Yuga to serve this divine love. But they are playful. They are playful. In the middle of all this craziness around us, we also have to be playful. It's only a game. It's a play. But Radha and Mohan are also playing, and that play, that Parakiya Bhav, that, we have to hide it, we want to meet, we cannot meet, and all of this gives the chance that Gurudev has explained so many times for us to enter and to do any service. Gurudev has explained many times that in other realms of the spiritual world, Radha and Krishna are also married But when a couple is married, then everything is kind of settled. There is no need for helpers. They have their house, they have their home. They will meet wherever they like to meet, and they don't need these helpers for the secret meetings, because there is no secret meetings. But here, Baba is saying the playful Sri Yugala has taken shelter of them. And also Gurudev yesterday explained that, again, our Kama Gayatri mantra meditation and the Diksha mantras. And he explained that to his grandchildren, because some of them also had gotten already the Diksha malas. Yes. Yes. They had. I didn't even know. Gurudev is so merciful. They had gotten these mantras from him. And so again they explained, Gurudev explained 12 is standing for Radhika, 12 is Krishna, and the half is the kinkaris, the maidservants. So just try to feel it with me for 1 minute, how the Yugala Kishore are playful, and they have taken shelter of their friends, because the friends are doing all the arrangements. They are helping them to meet, and they are helping them to overcome the obstacles, and they are helping them to express their feelings to each other, and they are helping them to come to higher and higher levels of love. That is expressed here in one sentence. Unmadani Rai maddened Radha. That is a chapter. Comes about Man here. One day Sri Radhika is going out alone to meet Krishna with merely anurag or deep passionate attachment to Krishna as her duty, her girl messenger. But when she comes to the gate of the Kunj, where Krishna is waiting for her, she suddenly feigns vortäuschen. She suddenly feigns shyness and unwillingness and asks her Dutika, "Why have you brought me here?" So Gurudev explained also that when Radhika is experiencing her feeling of Vamyabhav, anger or madness, or how do you say that, man in Sanskrit, that is a service to Mohan also. She is creating waves because he is eager to meet her, he is eager to embrace her, and finally they made it in the deep night to meet. And then Radhika becomes, in this mood, or gets into this mood of, "Why have you brought me here?" to her girl messenger. And it's also interesting that Baba says she finds shyness. She feigns. That means she kind of like plays this unwillingness. But why she's playing? To increase the feelings of Mohan. Even then she tries to satisfy Shyam by making him relish the Vamyabha Ras, the flavor of opposition. Shyam and the Sakis are very eager for her to give up this opposition, but nothing helps. The ocean of Krishna's eagerness increases, and everyone feels great heartache. So Vrindavan, this comes also now, all the inhabitants of Vrindavan and all the Sakis and all Mohan and all the trees and the flowers and the clouds, all they feel a heartache because all of them exist to bring Radha and Krishna together. But no, now they see all of them from their own position. They feel that maybe it's not taking place today. Maybe they are not meeting because now Swamini gets in an opposition to Mohan. Maybe she wants to run away. And they feel it in their hearts. They feel this pain in the hearts. But for Krishna, his eagerness increases, no? And the others are like, oh my God, what's going down? And Krishna is like getting mad. His waves, the waves of Swamini's feelings or moods are making him very eager. And Vrindavan thinks, personified Vrindavan thinks, let me once see what I can do. It is the Vasha Harsha Van. They are in this forest in the blissful rainy season. And clouds are calling in the sky with deep rumbling voices, making Swamini fearfully and tightly embrace the Lord of her life. So we can also feel how Vrindavan as a person, or all the creatures of Vrindavan, they are helping Radha and Mohan to meet. So Vrindavan creates this thunder, this rain. All what happens in Vrindavan is to assist their meetings, that they can come together. And isn't that a beautiful meditation? Vrindavan thinks, let me once see what I can do. And coincidentally, also we have a Vasha Harsha Leela here. Since 2 days, it's raining out of buckets. Oh? So we could all feel this morning. We were reading it this morning. How the rain also gives a chance to us to be more eager, come to Guru's room. Although we are walking through the water, high heels, it's also like meditation. How the manjris, they are following Swamini in the muddy rain road. Like this, we try to always combine it with the feeling of our meditations, how to be a dasi here, and how to follow Swamini like a shadow. So what happens? Vrindavan suddenly creates a monsoon forest with its Leela Shakti, and clouds are calling in the sky with deep rumbling voices, making Swamini fearfully and tightly embrace the Lord of her life. The Sakis say, blessed you are, friend the cloud. Today you were more clever than all the Sakis together. In this way, even the clouds of Vrindavan are blessed with the devotional service of the Sri Yugala. So isn't it nice that even the clouds are serving? They are giving the thunder, they are making the monsoon cloud, and then comes the lightning. It will all be very, very frightening for Swamini, and she needs to hold on to Krishna. Like this, we understand that every situation in Vrindavan is there to help. And we, like a human coming to Boma Vrindavan, we also try to take any situation that happens to us here like a help. No? We try to focus, we try to take shelter, we try to be more eager. All these little things as little human beings, but to always see the positive, to see the help and to feel the help in any moment. That is our daily sadhana in Vrindavan. And so when the clouds are calling in the sky with deep rumbling voices, making Swamini fearfully and tightly embrace the Lord of her life, the Sakis say, "Blessed are you, friend the cloud. Today you were even more clever than all the Sakis together." Anyone wants to comment on this and share on this?
So under all circumstances, we can be happy to be in Vrindavan. If the sun is shining or it's raining, all this is helping in the meditation of our mood. All is fortunate. So we can be happy that this much of life is there in the Munga Mandir. So many different things happen there every moment. And the main thing is that this is helping to us to enter this one-pointed mood. For this is the Munga Mandir is famous. Even we know that also others who are really in a relationship, Gurudev will also support. When he know that there is a relationship, even to Ramachandra, or there is a motherly love, he will always support this mood. But the main mood in Munga Mandir is really this Manjari Bhav mood. Okay, let's finish. I see you are busy.
No, we are just now, before we take the darshan of Gurudev, and then we are busy listening to you.
Radhe, Radhe.
We just want your darshan, Gurudev. Do you have any questions for Gurudev?
Now it's a little down my ear.
Yeah.
In the beer is also there. We've done.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. My Nina boy is also there.
Nina boy is also listening.
My God. He's always chanting.
Radhe,
always
Radhe.
listening.
You can hear? Yes?
My God.
Yeah.
Radhe.
So nice.
How was the program of Vaishnava Path? Sundaram. How was the program, Vaishnava Path?
Beautiful Gurudev. By your mercy, we meet a great soul. We are so fortunate.
But they are talking about Radharani and Mahaprabhu. He is Krishna or Radha?
Both. He say that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, is the Creator, is the greatest personality, but near Radharani is very small. He is so little near Radharani.
So he is a great personality. My Radharani is a great personality. That Krishna is a very small in the front of Radha. Right?
Him
This
take
is the
shelter.
energy of Krishna. See the energy of Krishna. If you know Krishna and you don't know energy, means you don't know Krishna. Energy is Radha. Take care. Right. Today I have some Prem Seva.
Radhe Radhe